guys, it's Megan. It's Saturday morning. I just saw you guys last night and I told you I really want to do more get ready with me's, so here we are. I kind of have an idea of the look that I want to do, but I have no idea. I was wearing so much makeup playing around last night that I have a lot of like eyeliner and mascara residue, so we're just gonna work with that. But I always start with eyes, and right now I don't have an eye primer. I really hope to get to Target today and get the Milani eye primer because that's the one that I have wanted to try, and also a subscriber suggested that to me. So I was like, yes, I'm definitely going to try that now. But I still want to wear eyeshadow, and even though it creases a little bit throughout the day, I just kind of like blend it in. So what I do in cases like this is I usually put down like a cream color eyeshadow, and this is, what is this? Oh my god, this is so dirty. I think this is, it is like eyeshadow on it, ew. Blanc Type from MAC, which is just like a really pale color for pale people. So I just fluffed this all over the eyelid because my eyes do get pretty oily throughout the day. So at least this, even if I don't have a primer underneath, this like kind of helps, I feel. So I do that first, and then usually I'll put on a cream shadow just to, I feel like sometimes cream shadows help, but sometimes it makes it worse. So I'm gonna set a cream shadow down because I'm gonna do a shimmery lid color, which helps it stick to it. So this is the Laura Mercier Moonlight. Why don't I use my new fancy Chanel mirror? I love this, by the way. I'm really happy that I got it. This is Laura Mercier Moonlight Caviar Stick, and something I really want to buy this year that I always want to buy every year but I never do for some reason is that Laura Mercier Caviar Stick set that comes out in the winter. That, I think that should come out by the time the Sephora VIB sale rolls around, and I feel like I need to amend my no-buy. I think I'm going to, I don't know. I need to really think about it before I say that, but there are things that I'm going to need to replace, and I think there's going to be a lot. So I think I'm just gonna do a very strict low buy or something, or just do no buys in certain months. I don't know. I need to really think about that before like being for sure. But anyway, I'm gonna use the NARS Shadow in Callisto, which is so gorgeous. I love this shade and I don't use it very often, but I'm just wearing a black sweater today, which is like a perfect base for any look, and so I was like, let's do something different. So this is like a silvery purple. Oh my god, and these eyeshadows, oh my gosh, this makes me think of A Wrinkle in Time. Like they, Reese Witherspoon, Oprah, and Mindy are wearing like that super crazy makeup. It's so cool. I can't wait to see that movie. We're gonna see Black Panther today as a family, and I love that movie, so I can't wait to see it again. But oh my gosh, this is just so pretty, and on top of the Laura Mercier base, it just increases the shine even more. Oh my god. If I could recommend like any eyeshadow singles from Sephora, it would definitely be the NARS Dual Intensity or the Burberry Glow shadows. If you like shimmer, which I do, oh my god, those are absolutely amazing. So, and it really brightens your eyes. It's so pretty, and I feel like I should have just concentrated more on the lid, but it definitely went up in my crease. So the crease color that I want to use with this is Quarry from MAC, which is a purpley toned transition shade for me. This is such a pretty color, and I think that it just goes, I'm still doing that mirror, I'm so used to using that mirror. It just goes perfectly with this, and honestly it just like blends out effortlessly. I love MAC singles, and I put on my Instagram that MAC brought back Kid, which is my all-time favorite eyeshadow and my most used transition shade. I'll show you it in my palette. It's this shade right here, this is soft brown, so you can tell how much more neutral it is, and it's the perfect crease color. I use it in almost every look. If I wasn't trying to do like a strictly purple look today, I definitely would have used it. It just grounds every eyeshadow, warm, cool, neutral. It's just the perfect like transition color for me. It's amazing. And they're selling the pot form and the pan form. So I always go for the pan because it's only $6. And I usually always put my shadows into palettes anyway. So yeah, that is pretty much the eyeshadow that I'm going to do. Maybe I'll smoke some shadow on the upper lash line, but I don't know if I'm feeling it. Usually I'll do this much of my eyes and then I'll move on to my face and then like finish up my eyes. So I am going to mix the Marc Jacobs Shameless with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte because the Shameless does not last very well, and I love this packaging, you guys. It's perfect. It is perfect. It has a squeeze bottle, but it doesn't like gloop out. You can stand it. It has like a flat bottom, so you can stand it on your vanity. This is the ultimate foundation packaging, but the foundation inside is not my ultimate foundation. So I think mixing these together is going to be really nice. But I also want to use my Cover FX Illuminating Primer. I love this product so much, and it's still quite cold and dry out. I thought that it was getting warmer. It was warm for like a few days, and then we had the nor'easter, and then we had another nor'easter, and now we're back to like 30s and 40s every day, which is not terrible, and that's Fahrenheit. If it was like 30 or 40 Celsius, isn't that like 100 degrees or something? Like that would be crazy. So yeah, my skin needs a lot of hydration, and this primer, it really is like creamy and nice, but then it leaves like that shiny, not shiny, I don't want to say that, but like glowing finish, which I really, really love. So to apply it, I'm going to use my dry Real Technique sponge. I just cleaned all my sponges, but this one, I think this is time to be replaced. So I am just going to put a little bit of the Shameless. And this is in the shade Fair Y130. There is one shade later, which I could have definitely been one shade later, but it works fine. And then a little bit of the Infallible. And the Infallible is much more of a neutral shade, which I really appreciate because even though I lean yellow, I feel like I am more neutral. So yeah, that's like a really good combo. That's really nice. It has better coverage also with the Infallible Pro Matte mixed in. And like I've told you guys, I use my sponge dry because I feel like I get much better coverage than when I dampen it. And I know dampening the sponge will prevent the product from being soaked up, but honestly, that doesn't, I've never like ran into a issue with that. So I just love this sponge. I think that it is my favorite that I've tried. I like it much more than the Beauty Blender, which wasn't always the case, but I definitely prefer it. But I just watched Nisi's favorites, her highlights from January and February, and she was mentioning the Japanesque sponge, and she said that that's really similar to the Beauty Blender Pro, which I've never tried, but that just like intrigued me to, I don't know, I never really like tried different sponges, so that was kind of fun to think about, should I try that sponge? But I'm very content with my Real Techniques, and it's only like $5, so I'll probably stick with that. But yeah, that gives like nice light medium. I think this is like more medium coverage, especially than just the Shameless gives. This is much like better coverage, and I think that it's gonna last a lot longer throughout the day. I just love these L'Oreal foundations, the Pro Matte and the Pro Glow. I miss the Pro Glow so much, and that's definitely something I'm going to repurchase. It would be nice to have more in the winter, but it is still gorgeous in the summer, especially mixed with the Pro Matte. It's just like perfect. So that is my foundation. Then I'm going to use the two products that I broke my no-buy for to just show you guys how I've been using them and how I like them. So the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer Duo. This one is the concealer and this is the Pale Yellow Powder. And I've been using my fingers. I feel like this product is pretty stiff, which isn't my favorite. I tested it out at the CCO and it was a lot creamier, and I feel like that's because like so many people touch the testers, and so it's like gonna be softer and more worked in. But for me, it seems pretty stiff. So working the product in on my finger just like kind of melts it down a little bit and makes it a little easier to work with. But this is the one product that I'm kind of like about, and I kind of regret buying it. But it's like fine. It's just not something that I particularly love or think is that amazing, I guess. But it is something that I've wanted to try for a while, so it's exciting to get to try it for a much less price. But I don't know. So this is the shade Ivory, and I like that it has a peachy tone, so it can really brighten under the eyes. I just feel like I need to use so much, and I don't have very like problematic under eyes. Like I don't have a lot of darkness. I mostly have like bluish veins because my skin is so fair and the skin is so thin under my eyes that you can really see it. But I think that it really brightens, which I enjoy. I have been testing out the powder, but I like the dewier look of the concealer without powdering it. So I'm not going to powder it today and hope for the best, but I have used that powder and it's fine. It just makes it a really matte look, which I think will be better in the summer to make it last longer, but for now I'm just not really feeling that. So that's kind of my thoughts right now. I'm kind of like bummed about that, but not every product's gonna work for me. So the other product that I'm so happy that I got, I really, really love this, is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Pearl. So this can be used under makeup, mixed in with foundation, or on top of makeup. And I've been using it in all those different ways. I really like it under my makeup for a subtle glow. You could even, if you're doing like a no makeup day, but you want like a glowing cheek, this is just gorgeous on bare skin. It is stunning, but I'm going to use it under or on top of my foundation and see if I want to put another highlighter on top of that. And I haven't found a way that I like the most yet. Me and Alyssa, when we got this, we were going to a concert that night, and so we put this on in the car before the concert, and we just used our fingers and it blended in perfectly. But I'm going to use the Beauty Blender blusher sponge, and so much comes out on the pump. You have to be really careful, but it just gives this perfect glow that I'm always trying to achieve, and this just gives it to me so effortlessly that it's so worth it to me. And to only get it for like $17 is insane. And Alyssa, like, she never really plays with makeup, but of course I've passed a lot on to her over the years, and it was so exciting that she wanted to buy this too, because I told her how beautiful it is and all the different things that you can do. So I just love that like glossy look. And unfortunately I kind of messed up my eyeshadow when I did my foundation, and now it has like a rough edge. trying to fix that. But yeah, I just, ugh. The illuminating primer and then this, it just gives me that glow. So I am loving this. I think that that is a beautiful product. It's going to last forever. Okay, what else? I think I'm going to move on to my eyes. I'm kind of like, this is how I do my makeup, just kind of all over the place. I still have been using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, which I definitely have come to appreciate how good it is. Like, it really lasts all day, but I don't love this style of applicator. It's like a long brush, which is fine, but I feel like I can't control it as well. So mostly I just do a thin line at my lashes and it does the trick, but I think I would just prefer a shorter brush. Like, the long brush to me isn't really user-friendly. And I have to go so slow. Who sings that? Haim. Go slow. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see them. I'm seeing them in May. Okay, which hand do I use? I think I use this hand. Why is it so like weird sometimes? But I'm seeing Haim or Haim. I say Haim, but I know it's Haim. In May at the Radio City Music Hall, and I can't wait. They're one of my favorite bands that I discovered last year, and I didn't think that I would get to see them in concert, but I'm super excited. I feel like I'm whispering. I'm just focused. Eyeliner is definitely the hardest part. But it's super black, this NYX liner. It does an amazing job, but just this brush to me makes it a lot harder than it probably needs to be. I'm going to use the telescopic mascara today because I don't think I've shown you guys this mascara, and I love it. It's so, so good. It gives me volume. It separates. It just gives me like fluttery lashes, which sometimes is exactly what I want. And I feel like with this eye look, I don't want like super clumpy lashes. I want more like fairy lashes. And this gives me that like fluttery look. So I don't do eyeliner on the bottom lashes anymore. I haven't for a long time. I used to do that a lot, but I don't know, I felt like, I don't know if it like made my eyes seem smaller or what, but I just don't like the look so much anymore of that. So I've just given up the lower lashes for a while. I love this Anastasia Perfect Brow Pencil, or not, brow definer. I love the Perfect Brow Pencil as well. But this brow definer is so quick because it's like an angled shape. And I can just do my brows in like 5 seconds, which is exactly what I need because I don't have time to be messing around with my brows. Like, my brows are fine. It's mostly the color that I need to be closer to my hair color. And then sometimes I'll do both steps, sometimes I'll only do one, but this Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer in Auburn, I love this. It has like the craziest brush, but it just does exactly what I want it to do. It just like puts my brows in place, it tints them a little, and I just love it. I think that this is an amazing product, so that's something really great from the drugstore. Okay, cheeks. I think I do want just a little bit more highlight on my cheeks, and so I've been using my MAC Lightscapade, which is a really like natural highlighter. And then with the Becca, I feel like it's the perfect combo for a noticeable highlight. Oh no, brush hair. A noticeable highlight that is still subtle. And that's really what I want right now. What blush though? Oh my gosh, this eyeshadow is so pretty. I think going neutral will be good. I want to put on Chanel Accent, which is unfortunately discontinued, but so stunning. And it's just kind of like a, what would you call this? Like a rosy mauve, kind of? Chanel blushes are my favorite that I've tried. They last really well on my skin, and they're just super pretty. I only have 3 shades, but I would love to get more in the future. And this one, I wish this was permanent because it's like that perfect color for any look, especially if you don't want anything like really like stand out. Okay, what else? Lips. Lips. Let's see. I think, what about the Fenty Gloss Bomb? This is so good. Ugh, it's so pretty. And I have one in my purse and one at my vanity. That is gorgeous. I love that so much. The last thing that I've been like testing out is the Hourglass Diffuse Light Ambient Powder, and I really don't know how to best use this yet, so I'm just gonna kind of go like this. And I know I said I like that glossy look under my eyes, but this is still like a little bit glowy. Just kind of set my T-zone with it. I don't know. I really don't know. Let me see if it... Did it do anything? I've been watching, well, I watched 2 of Jenna Dwayne Tatum. What is her name? Something like that. She was in Step Up with Channing Tatum, her husband, and she did a like 10-minute makeup look, and she has that Hourglass palette with like the 3 different ones, and she just like swirls her brush through all of them and puts it on her cheeks. Oh my god, she had La Mer brushes. I was like, you're living my life, like I want all that shit. So I'm like, that was really pretty. But, and then I saw TT Sandra talk about the same thing, and I was like, oh no, like I want that now. But yeah, so I just had my hair back in these because I showered this morning, and I'll probably, the sound of that drawer is like terrifying. I'll probably, let's do these new earrings that I got, the Marquesa ones. And I'm glad I didn't go overboard. Sometimes I go like too smoky with my eyeshadow, and then I feel like self-conscious during the day. But this I feel, oh my god, I love those. I feel good about this eyeshadow for like in the day. And tonight we lose an hour of sleep. Not happy about that, but at least it's on a Sunday. And that is that. I love those. So pretty. So thanks you guys for watching and for seeing some of the stuff that I've been enjoying and some stuff that I'm just playing around with. And if you guys have any suggestions on like this powder or like the Bobbi Brown concealer, please let me know what you think. I think overall it just looks really pretty. So anyway, thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.